open up the original project of Dua Lipa's Houdini remix by EDM producer Lenno. Actually, when this remix dropped, it blew up, like tons of international producers left comments on it. And this is the actual project Lenno himself sent us, straight from his hard drive. When I first heard this remix, of course I was shocked, but when I actually opened up this project, I was even more shocked. Okay, first thing, he used the piano. One super famous producer once told me that piano is the most familiar instrument for the average listeners, So unless the tone itself or playing style is really unique, he never use it as the main sound. And of course, Lenno doesn't just drop a plain piano. He transforms it. Is that a guitar? And then he layered it with a synth bass underneath, designed with a similar tone to give it a more glue feeling, Wow, the way it's taking turn playing, it's really good, right? And actually, Lenno pays crazy attention to the texture in both drum and instrument. Even with just a few simple sounds that he made, I definitely could feel the quality and the depth instantly. And then underneath that, he added a Moog bass. And then the Juno synth. That's it. One synth, one piano, and two synth bass. Already sound insane, right? Here's the point. It's not just about picking good instrument source or the samples. It's all about how you design them furthermore. Lenno does a tons of sound design with tons of plugins. Sometimes he puts 10 plugins on a single track. So I feel like each instrument end up being complete by itself, So I'm gonna take out all the plugins. So this is gonna be the dry version. And the wet version. He used this kind of unique distortion plugin, and then he gives a sidechain effect. And here's another tip. Zed and Gray actually mentioned this in their masterclass on our platform. The thing is, when you're stacking lots of electronic elements, always balance them with a contrasting element, which is real instruments. If you only stack similar sound, they're gonna be crash and get messy, That's why here, synth bass taking turns playing with a real bass. This is a slap bass. And then Lenno's signature guitar processing. There you go. Wow. Just next level. Listen, I've opened up so many hit projects on our Gamesong Sound platform, but honestly, in terms of the sound design, this might be one of the best ones, seriously. And then when the drums kick in, it's game over. This sounds like crunch fried chicken. It's so crispy. Now here's the thing. If your instruments are this much so strong, it's kind of easy for the drums to get buried, by the instruments. But that's not happened here. Why? Because Lenno is obsessed with the drum texture. Across all the 10 of his original products I've received, he always nailed these three things. First one is the texture of the drums. Second one is the groove the drum make. The third one is the punchiness of the drums. Look at his drum bus mix. These three plugins make huge difference. So I'm gonna play without it. With it, all the drums suddenly jump right to your face, right? Super punch, super textured. Actually, Lenno has never shared his original products anywhere else. But these 10 of his original products of his biggest release are exclusively available here on the Gamesong Sound platform. Also, if you join our Discord, we give away tons of free product files, so check the pinned comment down below for the link. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye!